Here we go, baby. Here we go. Happy Monday morning, folks. Welcome back to another episode of Mondays with Mick. And let me just tell you what a difference a year makes, ladies and gentlemen. This time last year, I was putting on my fake tie. I was putting on my sport coat, leaving my boxers on, right? Because that's what we do when we work remote. And I was getting ready to hammer in on my KPI reports, my forecast. Oh, man, alive. But you know what? I drove it into the ground, Samboners. I drove it into the mother and ground, and I couldn't be more excited about what's ahead here for Sambone Nation. And let me just tell you, it is alive and well. We're coming to you live from Sea Isle City, New Jersey, the corporate Mick headquarters, honestly, where it all started, right? You roll out of bed, you pop on your favorite sport coat, and you fire up those KPIs. But again, welcome back, everybody. This is Mondays with Mick. I'm here to get you through the day. I'm hopefully here to get you through the week. We're coming off a one banger of a weekend. Summer is officially in high gear, although relatively quiet on the island for the most part. I think Saturday was a real big transition day. A lot of the full-timers will start to make their way onto the island. A lot of youth sports is wrapping up. All the proms and graduation parties are coming to a close. Not proms, but graduation parties are coming to a close. But here we go. Here goes nothing, Samboners. So again, like I said, a year ago today, I'm faking it till I make it. And fast forward a year to today, and I'm coming to you live. Samboner Mick, Samboner Nation. Appreciate all the love and support. Yeah, our fucking algorithm might not be that strong, but the nation, man alive, continues to just come up big. I just can't emphasize, what's going on out here, especially in the local streets of Sea Isle City. There's something, man. There's a buzz in the air. We're going to keep on Samboning. Hope you keep on Samboning too. Yeah, that brings me to another point. Like, do we need flags? Does Samboners need flags? Like, you see the Delco flags. You see the Saturdays are for the boys flags hanging off people's second and third decks. Like, look, the shout outs are there. It's real. Samboner to the moon. Samboner all day long. Take a look. Take a fucking bite, people. But here we go. Mondays with Mick. Couldn't be more fired up. Rolling out of bed. No suitcase in hand. No sport coat to even tank tops and beach shirts, baby. All right, take a quick sip of my coffee. But yeah, we're coming off a banger of a weekend. Last week, we had another awesome episode, Call to the Bullpen episode. Our near and dear good friend, Mr. Matty Goodtimes, Wilmington, Delaware's finest, came onto the show. Looks like he was struggling this weekend, stuck up in like Rehoboth or Dewey Beach. Yeah, guy's an Avalon guy, just like myself. I'm a Sea Isle guy. Like, there's nowhere else I want to be. Yeah, maybe in a couple years we venture out and we move on, but I could see myself dying here, honestly. There's nothing better than the Jersey Shore, the Jersey Beach. And, you're either a Wildwood guy, you're a Cape May guy, you're an Avalon guy, you're a Stone Harbor guy. So be it. Live it up. Have fun. Get after it. And that's what we did, folks. We got after it. It was one hell of a weekend here in the Samboner hood. Yesterday was an absolute, oh, man. Was it a 10? I think it was a 10. I think it was a 10. You're not allowed to give out 10s. Well, I'm fucking giving out a 10. But a 9.9.9 on the Samboner beach scale. An absolute beautiful, beautiful day. We posted up on the beach around 1 o'clock. We stayed out there till about 6:30, 7 o'clock. Some friends of ours finally made their way down. The leader of the washer game. I think you saw the post yesterday. There's some interesting people out there, Samboners, right? Some people take this shit real serious, and I don't blame them. When you're coming to the beach to play beach games against likely, I say this humbly, but I'm likely one of the best backyard athletes maybe in the country, at least here in Sea Isle. And when it comes to beach games, that falls right into that category. I'm just unstoppable. I really am. I don't know what to tell you. You want to throw any game in front of me on the beach, there's a good chance you're just going to get your ass handed to you. And yesterday proved to be that. I went 6-1. I went 6-1, but here you're looking back on the one loss that I had in the washers. Like, our new friend Daniel, I'm not sure I'm not sure he knows how to count. I'm not sure he went to school to be a mathematician. Bright fella, came to the beach with a loaded cooler of all kinds of different cocktails. I mean, the fucking guy had a bar on wheels. So kudos to you, Daniel. But when it came to keeping score for the washer, he was shaving points. This fucking guy was shaving points. I think I went 7-0 on the day, but you know what? I'll take the 6-1 on the opening weekend here. Beach games were in high gear. You know, speaking of beach games, man, we had some fun last week chopping it up with Matty Goodtimes and Colin himself, Mr. Colin Thompson. And these top 5 lists are great, right? I think they're all great, and everybody's just different. My number 1 is hard to explain. I think I need to come up with a name with it. Like, I love to play paddleball, but growing up as a kid, my dad used to make these big tennis courts. So we'd cut out like the size of a tennis court, and you'd play paddleball with those pink balls and let it bounce. And it was just, I don't know, way more fun than just playing the regular paddleball. But Colin had the wiffle ball, volleyball, spike ball, horseshoes, baseball. I had the paddleball, washers, bocce, wiffle ball, frisbee. Maddie had the football, spike ball, putter ball, bocce ball, and slap and tickle. I forget what that was. Some sort of perverted game, I'm sure. But the feedback that we got from that list, and you know, I could talk a lot about, you know, with all the feedback that we got, but the number 1 question mark that was raised on those lists is that nobody had cornhole. Nobody had cornhole. Like, I wonder why. Like, why did nobody have cornhole? I personally think cornhole is corny. I really do. Like, I grew up playing horseshoes, man. Like, the art of playing horseshoes. Cornhole is just like, it's like the PG version of horseshoes. It's not that fun. You're holding bags. You're throwing bags with sand in them. I don't know. Does it take a lot of skill? Like a game like yesterday, like washers, there's a rhythm there and there's a skill there. Kind of like horseshoes, or you got to be strategic. And it's, I don't know, man. At the end of the day, you're throwing something that's metal rather than just like this little bag. And don't get me wrong, I'll play cornhole mostly out back or off the beach. Maybe it's a top 5 off the beach game. I'm just not personally a big fan of cornhole. I take that back. It's not corny. It's a great game. I have a set of boards I bought over the pandemic. I've probably used them 3 times. But look, at the end of the day, 15 answers, and not one of them was cornhole. So all you cornhole gurus out there, keep on saying about him. But now here we go, man. So, you know, everything we do here is brought to you by our friends Not For Long Media, Colin, Jack, and the guys, just absolutely doing great things. Big shout out to our friends at the Original Fudge Kitchen, shipping fudge all over the country. Best time of the year to pick up yourself some fudge. And, you know, a big shout out to our friends at McGurk's, Horsham, Fort Washington, John Dalloway. I believe he's getting ready to open up his 8th and 9th location. McGurk's is just an absolute powerhouse here on the East Coast. If you're local in the Horsham or Fort Washington area like I am, pop in, get a little sandwich, grab yourself a beer. It's summertime, baby. Lay back. And another big shout out to our good friends at the Wharf in Wildwood, New Jersey. Big fans of the Samboner show. Love everything that they're doing over there in Wildwood, New Jersey. Those Wildwood days are in full effect. Oh my God, it feels so good. It feels so fucking good to be here in the Jersey Shore. But here's the thing, Sam Boners. Here's the big question. I think we'll be all right. I really do. I mean, what we all had to deal with during that shit show of a pandemic, you know, all hunkered up in our houses with our kids, our dogs, everybody's heads were falling off. But like, you know, it's going to be hard. So I'm down here. I'm down here for the summer. You know, I could be more excited about the opportunity just to venture out here on the island and meet some of the locals, meet some of the guys that come down here week in, week out, shake it up. I'm always open to new opportunities, new ventures, new ideas. I'm hopeful that this summer will bring big things for Samboners and Samboner Nation. But again, there's just nothing better than, you know, unwinding. Obviously, you got to hunker down. You got to do your thing. You got to work hard. But then just, you know, after 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, just to, you know, wind down with your family, wind down with your kids, maybe head out to the beach, throw the football around, maybe, you know, sneak in around the golf if you can. But like, I will say I am nervous, right? Like Monday morning, we're out of the gate. The 2 oldest kids are out all the way to JFK Boulevard for their first day of basketball camp. And they're looking at us like, Like there's something to be said about the Jersey Shore. Like it wears you down, man. It's like it's fun, but it's so tiring. Like we're constantly running, we're constantly the adults are constantly drinking. That's actually what I wanted to bring up. Holy shit, I'm a little off the rails here. Bear with me. Mondays with Mick is always off the rails, but like that's where I'm nervous, right? Like I love to hang out. I love to get after it. Friday night we had a good time. We headed over to the Point, met up with the manager Scott Roach. Good to meet him in person. Shout out Scott. Point's doing a real good job. And then Saturday night, we went out to the Ludlam. The Ludlam does a great job. And then, we capped it off over at your house with the legendary Michael LeCompte, and everything was just alive and well. Sambo Nation, again, can't thank you enough for all the love and all the support. It's humbling, man. It really is. But at the end of the day, I think we're doing something right. And I think that if we can continue to all come together and just rise up, Sambone, have ourselves a day, good things will eventually come to all of us, and we'll fucking raise a glass one day. We'll fucking party it up, and we'll have one big grand party. And I think that's kind of where I'm going. Like we gotta figure out a way. We were talking maybe like a Samboner day on the beach. We were talking about maybe a golf outing in the fall. Again, anybody has ideas, anybody has the ambition to jump in and get some things going with the Samboners, we're more than happy to talk to you. But again, back to my point about just living here, and I'm not nervous, I'm excited, but at the same time, like, look, the Jersey Shore, I'm just going to put it out there. And I don't mean to offend anybody, but the Jersey Shore just drives you to drink. It really does. It drives you to drink. You wake up, you run, you work out, you lift, whatever you do, you sweat it out. You do your Jane Fonda workouts like me. No, I'm just kidding. But once that like 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock hour comes around and you sweat it all out and you feel like $1 million, because I don't know, something about the salt air and just jumping in the ocean just makes you feel so good, makes you feel so clean. But then, like, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, like, no way. There's no way. So it's going to take a lot of discipline, and it's going to really test my ability to just lean out, hose off, if you will. Definitely want to continue to get out, have fun, support local businesses. We're always going to keep on Samboning, but my goal here, Samboners, my goal here is to very much so lean out here Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Maybe have one or two here and there, but you just can't keep firing them back like we were over the weekend, especially on Saturday night. But like I said, Saturday night, absolute banger. You wake up Sunday, you can't even fucking breathe. You can't even walk. You're hurting. But it was worth every penny because you hung out, you had fun, and you were surrounded by all your loved ones, which is the best thing about the Jersey Shore. And then you fight through. And then before you know it, Sunday afternoon, boom, you're cracking them open again. You're playing washers. You're dominating the beach game scene. And here we are, Mondays with Mick. Monday morning, couldn't feel any better. KPI reports to the side. Go fuck yourself forecast. And that's that. So with that being said, a couple things here. I make a lot of notes here, Samboner, so bear with me. I'm just like throwing stuff down on my notes, and then we can sit here and we can share some stories. And again, I wanted to bring this up. I should have brought this up earlier in the broadcast. My heart does go out to the people lost, looking to go, sightsee the Titanic. And I don't know too much about it. It's just one of those bizarre, sad stories. It's almost like to the point where these individuals paid $250,000 to, it's a mystery. I was talking to some guy at the dentist office, like right before we head down the shore on Thursday. This dude was, oh my God, this guy might have been the most miserable guy in the world. You couldn't fucking pay me to get on that little boat. It's only been out there 25 times. You got to be the fucking dumbest guy in the world to pay $250,000 for something that's not even proven. There's no way they're going to make it. There's just no, I'm just like, Jesus Christmas, man. Like, have a little optimism, like, or a little hope. Like, they're not, it's not official. Obviously it's official now, but at the time they still had like 20 hours to spare. And this guy, I don't know, man. People are just angry, but my heart goes out to them, and it led to like me kind of explaining to the kids like about the Titanic, and they had no clue. And I'm like, they made a big movie about it. So sure enough, we came down here Thursday night and we flipped it on, and they loved it. My 11-year-old daughter loved it. My son didn't want to watch it, but at the end of the day, he loved it. Kate Winslet, Leonardo DiCaprio. I think that the Titanic's a great movie, honestly. Call me a nerd, but I really do. I think the Titanic is a great, great movie. It's almost like a Broadway musical, not musical, but like a Broadway show in a way. They just do a great, great job. They paint the picture really well. 3 hours and 15 minutes. It's PG-13, so like there's not really much nudity. I think they drop an F-bomb once. That's about it. So other than that, like pretty clean. We watched the entire movie. The kids loved it. And away we went. Away we went. I thought it was a great movie to kick off the summer. And they already want to watch it again. They already want to watch it again. Like, I'd rather them do that than get on fucking Instagram. Look, I know I'm a bad influence, but look, I'm trying to help people. I'm trying to help support businesses. But like, man, these kids, get off your phone already. And not only that, like the longer they're on it, the closer it gets to their face. Like they're almost like want to go inside the phone. You know what? I don't even know why I'm getting off a tangent on this. There's going to be some rules here, baby. There's going to be some rules, and we're not going to be sitting on our phones all fucking day. I can tell you that much. So yeah, the two ones are off to basketball camp. The youngest is out watching some show. Hopefully, she's not listening on this podcast because Daddy has a potty mouth this morning. I apologize, folks. I gotta take it easy on the F word. I don't mean to say it so much. It just rolls off my tongue. It really does. I apologize. I'm going to be a better person. I don't act like this around my kids, but when I get on this mic and I just go to vent and I just go to talk to, the three people that are listening. No, I'm just kidding, man. This has been insane. Again, really appreciate everybody chiming in, all the support, all the feedback. It's overwhelming and it's exciting. And like I said, anything beats fucking, getting on a 9:30 call every Monday morning and going over your forecast that looks like shit. But cheers to those days being over. Take a look. Take a sip. It's summertime, baby. It's summertime. So yeah, good little weekend, fun little weekend. Funny story over the weekend. We actually rode bikes to the bar. we met up with some friends and got out of there like 11:30, 12 o'clock. And our friends had a golf cart. They were like, "You sure you don't want to ride? You sure you want to ride? You can actually like hold the bike." I'm like, "No, we're good." So we walk back to our bikes. Sure enough, we can't remember the lock. We can't remember the combination lock to our bikes. We're sitting here like, you got a knife. Like we're trying to like break the lock open to get our bikes. Pretty sad. It was 6115 and now it's 6155. We were putting in 61115. I don't know what the hell we were doing, but at the end of the day, we got the bikes the next day. We started to walk home. We hit the jitney. We get on the jitney. The jitney wants $8 for ride home. I'm like, we don't have $8. We have a plastic. They're like, all right, get off. They're like, no. Like, I'm like, hold on. We'll figure it out. And then like one stop came by. The next guy was like, no. Everybody chipped in. At the end of the day, there was like 9 people on the jitney. I think they were all blacked out, and they all chipped in like $1, $2 here. And the wife and I got home, and that was just kind of a funny, quick little story. But yeah, nothing but just an unbelievable fun weekend. Great beach day yesterday. To recap kind of the weekend in sports, I didn't really get to see much. I have been trying to chime into the College World Series. Like I didn't see yesterday's game, but holy shit, 24-4. I think Florida won after LSU won in the first day, the first game off a walk-off. No, that was against Wake Forest. But anyway, LSU won game 1, Florida won game 2, and tonight is the third and final game, the College World Series. I would recommend everybody chiming in and watching that. That's going to be some good TV. Another double-digit, 20-digit victory. Keegan Bradley taking home the Travelers -23. At one point, I think he was -26 and had like a 6-shot lead. Looks like he cooled down towards the end, but still held on for a victory. Family guy. I've always liked Keegan Bradley. I think he's a stand-up guy and does really good things for the tour and just all the people surrounding him. So shout out Keegan Bradley. Congratulations. Phil's continue to, stay afloat 500. Picked up a big W yesterday off a 4-run 8th inning, hit by pitch. Trey Turner takes a 7-6 lead. They hold on. They win the series. No complaints there. I mean, we struggle to, play against the Mets. We struggle to play against the Braves. And the Braves, we split 1-1. Game pending. I think they rescheduled that for September of some sort. And then, not some sort, you idiot. But, coming back and taking 2 out of 3 against the Mets is strong. Keep on Samboning Phils. Big week here in Sea Isle. I unfortunately will not be a part of the Kelsey Brother Beer Bowl. I have all 3 kids that day. Maybe we'll post up and we'll try to catch them walking in, give them a holler, maybe get an autograph. I don't know. Like I said, like mid-Wednesday beer bowl, I just don't have it in me. I really don't. I love to party. I love to have a good time. And we had nothing but a great time here over the weekend. But at the same time, Wednesday beer bowl just doesn't fit into this dad bod belly. It's time to lean out, folks. But no, man. Again, everything we do here is brought to you by Not For Long Media. Appreciate everybody tuning in. A little groggy here this morning, but we're gonna plow through, and we're gonna have ourselves one hell of a summer. If you're heading into the island, reach out. Love to catch up. Love to put some faces with the name Sambone Nation. Again, like I always say, appreciate all the love and support. Hope you have an unbelievable week, and we'll see you on Friday, folks. Take a look, take a bite, and have yourself a day.